What's the funniest thing you've witnessed in a courtroom? I'm a court stenographer, and last month I witnessed the most savage 16-year-old absolutely destroy everyone in juvenile court. Meet Tyler. He got arrested for spray painting "Math is stupid" on his high school. Officer Johnson is presenting the case. Your Honor, the defendant was caught red-handed vandalizing school property with anti-educational graffiti. Tyler raises his hand. Objection! Judge Williams looks confused. Son, you're not a lawyer. You can't object. But Your Honor, Officer Johnson said I was caught red-handed, but I was actually caught blue-handed because I was using blue spray paint. That's false testimony. The entire courtroom goes silent. Officer Johnson's eye starts twitching. Tyler, that's not how objections work. Then how do they work? Because nobody explained the rules, and I don't want to accidentally break more laws. Officer Johnson continues. The defendant caused $200 in property damage and showed no remorse when arrested. Tyler raises his hand again. That's also incorrect, Your Honor. What now? I showed plenty of remorse. I said sorry when Officer Johnson tackled me. I also said ow and get off me, you're heavy, which shows genuine emotion. Officer Johnson jumps in. You also said this is stupid and math still sucks. Those were factual observations, not related to my remorse level. Judge Williams is trying not to smile. Tyler, why did you write math is stupid on your school? Because it's true, Your Honor. Math is objectively stupid. That's your opinion. No, sir, it's science. Why do we need to find X? X doesn't want to be found. X is probably in witness protection for a reason. The prosecutor tries to jump in. Your Honor, the defendant is being disrespectful to education. Tyler turns to the prosecutor. Ma'am, education is being disrespectful to my brain cells. They're making me learn about imaginary numbers. If they're imaginary, why can't I just imagine I passed the test? Judge Williams asks, Tyler, do you understand why vandalism is wrong? Yes, sir. It's wrong because I got caught. If I hadn't gotten caught, it would just be mysterious street art and people would call me Banksy Jr. It's not art, it's vandalism. Your Honor, that's discrimination against my artistic vision. Michelangelo painted on ceilings without permission. I painted on walls. We're basically the same person. Officer Johnson is getting frustrated. Your Honor, he compared himself to Michelangelo. Tyler looks at Officer Johnson. Officer, don't be jealous of my artistic talents. You wrote math is stupid in bubble letters. Bubble letters are a legitimate artistic choice. They're fun and approachable. Judge Williams tries a different approach. Tyler, what do you think your punishment should be? Well, Your Honor, I think the real criminal here is whoever invented algebra. I should get a medal for warning future students about mathematical torture. That's not how the legal system works. The prosecutor is getting annoyed. Your Honor, I recommend 40 hours of community service and restitution. Tyler raises his hand. I'd like to cross-examine that recommendation. You can't cross-examine a recommendation? Why not? This is America. I have rights. I demand a trial by combat. That's not a thing. It should be. I bet I could beat math in a fight. Judge Williams is openly laughing now. Tyler, what's your response to 40 hours of community service? Your Honor, that's cruel and unusual punishment. It only took me 10 minutes to create my masterpiece, so I should only owe 10 minutes of community service. That's not how it works. Then math is even more useless than I thought. Also, why should I pay $200? My graffiti increased the property value by adding character. Officer Johnson can't take it anymore. Your Honor, he thinks he improved the school. Tyler nods seriously. Officer Johnson, before my artwork, that wall was just boring brick. Now it's a conversation starter. You vandalized public property. I enhanced public property. There's a difference. Judge Williams makes his decision. Tyler, I'm sentencing you to 20 hours of community service and $200 restitution. Your Honor, can I appeal this decision? On what grounds? Temporary insanity caused by prolonged exposure to quadratic equations. Also, I think Officer Johnson has a personal vendetta against artistic expression. That's not a real legal defense. It should be. I have nightmares about the Pythagorean theorem. As we're wrapping up, Tyler asks, Your Honor, can I get a copy of the transcript? Why? I want to use it for my college application essay. My wife said, you're just a paycheck to me. So I pulled the plug on all her cards. 3 days later, she called me screaming. Been with Stephanie for 7 years, married for 5. I'm the main breadwinner while she works part-time at an upscale boutique for fun money. Our lifestyle is comfortable thanks to my demanding project management job. Tuesday evening, I got home exhausted. We were talking about upgrading the kitchen when Stephanie started going on about this ridiculously expensive Italian range, then pivoted to wanting a 2-week tour of the Greek Isles, first class all the way. I gently suggested things in my industry were uncertain for the next 6 months. Maybe we should be more conservative with big spending. She didn't look up from her phone, just waved dismissively. Why are you always such a buzzkill about money? Then she looked at me with a smirk. You're just a paycheck to me anyway, Ryan. Just make sure it keeps coming. Silence. Years of quiet sacrifices, late nights at work, skipped guys' weekends. All boiled down to that, a paycheck. I didn't yell or argue. I just nodded. Okay, Stephanie, and walked out. That night, I went to my study and opened my laptop. She had a wallet full of cards, where I'm the primary account holder. Amex Platinum, Visa signature, department store cards. It took about an hour. I reported her Amex and Visa as lost, so they'd be deactivated immediately. For store cards, I removed her as an authorized user. Friday morning, almost 72 hours later, she hadn't noticed anything. Business as usual until her afternoon retail therapy session with her bestie Laura. Around 2:30 p.m., my phone started vibrating, Stephanie calling repeatedly. On the 4th try, I answered. Ryan, what did you do? My cards are all declined. Every single one. I'm at Artisan Interiors, and I look like a complete idiot. Laura is staring at me. Oh, really? Which cards specifically? I asked, trying to sound concerned. All of them, she shrieked. The Amex, the Visa, even my Saks card. Are you broke? No, Stephanie, I canceled them. Or rather, I removed you as an authorized user from my accounts. Dead silence, then sputtering. You did what? Those are my cards. How am I supposed to buy things? Well, you did clarify my primary function in our marriage. You said I was just a paycheck, so consider the benefits of said paycheck currently under review. You have your own bank account from your boutique job. My boutique money, that's for my little treats, not for necessities. This is financial abuse. Turn them back on right now. No, Stephanie. We need to have a serious discussion about our finances and marriage, but not while you're screaming at me from a furniture store. I hung up. She came home hours later, slamming her purse on the table. Apparently, Laura had to pay for their coffees after the furniture store debacle. The next few days were masterclass passive aggression. She let her yoga membership lapse, dramatically sighing about nothing not being able to afford it anymore. When I asked what she wanted for dinner, what can we peasants afford tonight? Saturday morning, she graced me with her demands. This power trip has gone on long enough. I expect you to call Monday and fix this mess. This isn't a power trip, it's a consequence. It was a figure of speech. You're being overly sensitive. It sounded like something you've thought for a while that finally slipped out. When Stephanie tried getting her own credit cards, reality hit hard. With minimal income and no credit history, offers were insulting. $1,000 limits with high APRs. She actually cried. How am I supposed to maintain my lifestyle with a $1,000 limit? The final straw came when I got a fraud alert. Someone had tried to disconnect my phone service, claiming to be me. When I confronted her, she laughed it off. It was just a silly prank, trying to disconnect my work phone as a prank. That was it. I moved into the guest room that night and filed for divorce Monday morning. Her lawyer tried arguing for massive spousal support, but my lawyer presented the timeline, the paycheck comment, her refusal to contribute meaningfully, and the documented phone sabotage attempt. The judge was visibly unimpressed. Spousal support was minimal and limited. She had to sell her SUV, move to a small apartment, and lost friends who were only there for the freebies. Last I heard, she was waitressing at a chain restaurant.